Russia and all that
Yeah.
area to the south in the Caucasus.
Yeah, and Fall Blau was his last chance and last attempt at doing anything. Um, it was a case of he knew that he had to take the Caucasus to get the oil, and that was actually where the war finally. Well, it was already
Well,
turning against him, but it was the opinions that it turned.
it didn't matter. Hitler, even if he had taken the Caucasus, he had no chance of winning the war.
Oh, I fully agree. There's no case where Hitler could have won with how he handled it or anything. Like even like if he'd been like, "Oh, I delay it," but the Russians were already gearing up for it.
Even if Hitler thought Stalin was his best buddy and Stalin joined him, he doesn't
Yeah.
win.
Oh, true. And Stalin wasn't going to join him. Stalin was gearing up for an attack. That's why Barbarossa was so effective, because whenever he attacked, the troops were all on the border gearing up for a strike.
Barbarossa was effective because of communism, not anything else.
Well, that partially because of Stalin's purges, but also because Stalin moved
No,
a lot of his
not
troops
the
to the front.
purges, just the system of government, the system of production.
I mean, it's also the reason why Hitler's area failed too. All the
Well,
nepotism and
Hitler
all.
was a socialist, so yeah,
We're not going into
socialism
that,
always
Dave.
fails.
We are not going into that. We've already had that
Hitler was a
discussion.
socialist.
No, he was not.
Yes, he
We,
was.
Dave. I
The
don't want to go
National
in.
Socialist Workers
Okay,
Party.
Dave, and the Democratic People's Republic of North Korea is a Democratic People's Republic. A name is a name. It doesn't mean anything. Please, let's stick to something that we have in
And
common.
look at how well the Democratic peoples of North Korea are living their lives on another
Dave, I'm wanting to keep to a friendly conversation. I'm not wanting to get into an argument that you lose.
The idea that I could lose an argument to you is laughable to me as, well,
Oh my God.
flying machines.
Dave, I'm wanting to keep it to a friendly discussion, not to get into an argument.
The only arguments you've ever won against me are the ones in your own mind.
Dave, then why'd you run from me on the ozone layer discussion?
Because I had no desire to talk to you.
Because you were wrong on the that was one of our first discussions.
No, I had no desire to talk to you. See, this is the thing. You guys think you have some sort of right or whatever, I don't know what it's called, to come and talk to me. No, I talk to you at my pleasure. And
Dave,
when my pleasure isn't there, then guess what? You people don't talk to me.
Dave, I am going to note, I've been trying this whole conversation to keep it to something that we can have a good conversation with. I'm trying to keep it away from an argument, and you're trying to bring it back to an argument.
I can have it any way I wish, because this is my channel.
Okay.
But I am Dave, not a guest on yours. If I'm a guest,
okay.
You know what? You want me to have this attitude that you prescribe? Then have me on your channel, and I'll be as good a little bitch boy as you want me to be.
Dave,
you want me to have you want me to be a certain way, then have me on your channel. But on my channel, you're under my rules.
So Dave, I just want to point out something. You keep saying that I don't have good conversations with you, but every time I try to do it, you keep bringing it to an argument. I just want a talk. I don't want to have an argument.
You bring up inflammatory points that have to be countered.
Dave, literally all I said was that the Stalin's troops on the front line was part of what made Barbarossa worse, and you made it political, and I said I don't want to go political about it, and you're making it that way.
You cannot make an argument that Stalin's troops were ill-equipped without bringing up the fact of the fallacy of communism.
Dave, that's a problem with authoritarianism. Authoritarian regimes, left or right. Hold on, Dave, listen to me for a second.
Okay, under Nicholas Alexander, they basically had the same fucking problem. Under World War I.
Dave, yes, and Tsardom is also just another form of authoritarianism. Authoritarianism in general.
Everything sucked under Tsardom, everything sucked under communism. Why do you continue to fight for it?
I've not said I'm a communist. What I'm saying right now is this.
Oh, fine, socialist, which is what Hitler was.
Dave,
great.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
I've not said it.
The National Socialist Workers Party. That's the Nazi party.
And Dave, America's a republic, right?
Yes.
So we have the exact same government as the People's Republic of North Korea.
No.
But
Because
it's republic.
we're a constitutional republic. They're not.
But they said they're a republic, therefore they're all the same.
No,
Dave,
because you
I'm
say
trying
you're
to stick
something
to a
doesn't
point.
mean you're the same. I can say I'm a goddamn multi-platinum winning Grammy artist. Doesn't mean I'm getting Kid Rock's money.
And Hitler joined the National Socialist Party and took it over and turned it away from socialists. You just made my own point.
Not. No.
Yes, he
the
did.
Nazis were totally socialists.
So, Dave, what
Whether
socialist
you
policies,
like it or not.
Dave? What socialist policies did Hitler put out? What socialist policies did Hitler put out?
Seizing of a shit ton of private property, for one.
That's the socialism is about trying to make sure everyone is helped. Something like the public roads in the U.S. is a socialist policy.
Yeah, paid for by tax dollars. But the rich pay far more for the upkeep of the road than do any of the poor or working class.
Because the rich have it. Like, the reason why things like Amazon are supposed to pay more in tax.
I'm sick of this. Do you have a point or a question to ask me?
I was just wanting to have a friendly chat because you say I can't, and you're not letting me have one.
You know what? What do you What do you want to ask me?
So, are you seeing that I'm actually trying to have a friendly discussion?
No, I do not, because you are still denying basic facts.
Dave, I have studied a lot more about.
I'm done with this, and I've studied it a lot longer than you, boy.
Boy, what a fucking hilarity! I am not a boy to you.
How old are you?
It's not a matter of age; it's a matter of.
You're a boy. Alright, I'll admit him. What?
So, why do you think it's so easy to get on disability in our country?
Because it is.
Okay, what's the process to get disability?
Well, before you bring this up, what is your expertise on getting on disability? Are you on disability?
I'm so glad you asked. I have letters from the 90s from when my mother tried to get me on it when I was so sick. I have letters from Strom Thurmond.
Really? You do.
Yeah.
Strom Thurmond was dead, my dude. And
no, he wasn't.
I think it was 90. Strom Thurmond?
He was still in office on April 2nd, 1997, because I have a letter written by him.
Really?
I'm looking at the letter, dipshit.
You got a letter penned by him.
It's a letter from his office.
His office. In what, 1996?
April 2nd, 1997.
And you're not just...
You're going to be a pedantic little bitch and just get out of this conversation? Is that what you're trying to do?
You're not just taking advantage of a geriatric senator that would die 4 years later?
My mother wrote the letter when I was a year and a half dying in the hospital.
Well, when I was about 13 hours old, I was dying in the hospital, and my mother penned no such
You did not have a chronic illness for that reason that you have for your entire life.
You sure about that?
I don't care if you do.
You sure about that? Sure about that?
What, do you have a heart? You have a widow heart mama?
You know what I think you are? I think you're just a little fat boy that found somebody that probably...
Dave, you look like a fucking pregnant woman.
You look like somebody that bullied you in high school, and you get one up on me, and it failed.
You feel bullied?
No, I don't.
Okay, do you want to continue the conversation?
But no, I think I look like somebody that bullied you in high school, and you think you get a one-up on me.
Dave, you're like 15 years older than me. We wouldn't have interacted. I hope you weren't at my high school. Are we going to continue the conversation, or are you going to be a pedantic little bitch?
Are you?
Well, I'm trying to fucking prove that disability is not so easy to get on, but you
Oh,
don't
yes, it
care.
is. Yes, it
Okay,
is.
what is the process? Explain the process to me.
Well, let's see.
Start to finish.
Let's see. Your mom was able to get you, an able-bodied individual.
Dave,
Unless
I
I've been-
have
unless I've
chronic
been beating
blood
up,
cancer.
Unless I've been
How is
beating
that
up on a
healthy?
crippled. Unless
How
I've been
is-
beating
how
up on a
Dave,
crippled.
no.
Unless I've been
Actually,
beating
no.
up on a
No,
Shut
stop
the
talking.
fuck up! Unless I have been beating up on a crippled.
How am I perfectly healthy
Oh
if
my
I have
fucking
chronic blood
God.
cancer?
Shut up!
Why are you being such a little bitch?
Shut
Why don't you
up!
listen?
You know what? You're done. Good, he took himself out. I didn't have to. Obviously, he matured into a fully functional man. Why do we need to fund his childhood?
You talk. What, you don't want to talk about kids with cancer because your little friend you never knew died and you're fucking still talking about it 40 years later?
And you want to shut the fuck up? And follow my rules, bitch?
Fine. Do you want to continue the conversation?
Not fucking really, asshat.
Well, because you're a little bitch? Yeah, I know.
Oh, really?
Yes,
You're the one
really.
that ran away, bitch.
Oh, because you were going to kick me? That's so much better?
No, I was not.
You said,
asking
"I'm done."
I was asking you to calm the fuck down and shut the fuck up and listen to me.
All right. Then explain the process to get disability in this country. I'll mute myself.
You go to the welfare office, you go to the social security office, you claim yourself or your dependent on disability, you get disability. And if it's more complicated than that, I really don't give a sauteed rat's ass.
You know 95%
I
of
don't
disability
really
claims
give a
get denied the
sauteed
first time?
rat's ass. I don't care. How's that?
Yeah, because you're a lonely
You
little
have
man
anything
who
else to
gets
say?
drunk and
You have anything
screams.
else in defense of that? I don't care.
Dave.
Because most people are able-bodied. Most people can have a job.
Well, some of us have trouble doing that.
Oh,
And
like you?
Just because you don't
I
like it
talk to you,
doesn't
motherfucker.
mean,
I know you're able-bodied.
oh, I'm okay. How am I able-bodied?
I've talked to you. I've seen you.
Oh, you've seen me?
Yeah.
Okay, what is seeing me?
You're able-bodied.
Can you tell I'm not disabled?
No, you're perfectly fine. Get up and get a job.
Dave, do you want to see my blood results? Because they're all my white blood cells are
I
at
don't
zero.
give a fuck what your blood cell is. Get a job at McDonald's part-time. Do 30 hours a week, then I'll give you disability.
Well, it's not up to you, you big crybaby.
Well, it is up to Trump, and he just made that mandatory, bitch.
What? You're fucking breaking up because you're freaking out, man.
Donald Trump just made it mandatory. You have to do 30 hours a week to receive your fucking benefits.
That's
and
not
I
true.
am so fucking happy for it.
That's literally just something you made up off the top of your head.
No, that is not true.
You made it up.
No,
David.
that is true.
Can I see where he said that?
Not a problem.
No, not a problem. Oh, by the way, you said the other day that there were kids killing themselves for being bullied for being Trump supporters. Where did that happen?
Probably someplace and somewhere.
Probably someplace. So you made it up. Oh, by the way, do you want to see the gun I have in the room since you say we don't like guns? I know, it's hard to type stuff in. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Rumpa dum 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 dum. Rumpa dum 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 dum.
Ah, here we go. This is right from the SNAP benefits.
Dave, that's food stamps. That's not disability.
Well, it doesn't matter.
It
It's
does.
all
Those are
of
two
it.
different programs.
Oh, great. So you get to be a lazy fat fuck.
Dave, I'm not on disability.
Oh, you're not? Well, you constantly fight for it. Why do you
Yeah,
fight
because
for it
people with
then?
disabilities should be taken care of and not left to die.
No, I don't care.
I know you don't care
you've
because you're.
literally said you're on it yourself. I remember you saying that.
I was on it when I was a baby because of the blood cancer I had that is chronic.
Really. And what are you now?
What am I now? I'm an adult. I was a baby. I'm an adult now.
And you're working?
Well, you don't tell anybody what you do for a living, so I'm not going to tell you what I do for a living.
I don't tell you what I do for a living because I know your fat faggot ginger ass would actually probably try to get me fired.
Dave, people already know where you work. They've already got videos of you saying slurs and stuff ready to send off to your HR. It's just a matter of time.
Then why don't they do it?
That's up to them. I'm not involved in
We've
that.
had this conversation for a year, so I sincerely doubt their threats.
I mean, you can believe it all you want. That's fine. Why'd you lie about the size and price of your house, by the way?
Didn't.
Yeah, you did. I looked it up on Zillow. You live on 0.3 acres. It's not whatever you said.
Well, then Zillow, my dear
The house,
wimpy
and you said what year
piece
did you
of
buy that house, by the way?
Dude was wrong.
What year did you buy that house?
I'm not answering anything from you. In fact, I'm fucking done with you.
Oh, so you're scared? We can talk about guns if you want. You want to see the gun I have in my room since I hate guns so much?
You're done. And remind me later to never let him back in. I gave him one last chance, and yeah. Same thing is this jackass. You know what? Same thing as that jackass. Hello, Power Falcon. Fuck you
Hold
want.
on. Dave, there are a few questions and topics I wish to discuss.
Good.
First is, what did I do to you 2 days ago? Was my
Nothing.
request. Okay.
Nothing. If I gave a thing like you did, no, that was performative performance.
Okay. Are you going to be able to finish it or what?
I'll probably find a way to finish it sooner rather than later. I really have to pee right now, though.
Okay, I can wait.
All right, Power, I'm back.
Just to tell you, the resort video guide the video that I showed you, it's not all that expensive if ever Rehoboth. Just to let you know. But the second question I was going to ask was, is it possible for requests to be for a certain date?
You know what? Just to stop. I'm gonna have to say no on that one.
Oh, okay. It's just I was gonna send you some commercials from Louisiana for Mardi Gras, and then some Irish commercials for St. Patrick's Day.
You can still send me to them, but the obligation to hold me to a specific date, that's something I'm not going to give up.
Okay. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. Oh, I'm guessing you heard about how Tiffany Henyard was slaughtered in her primary.
I did.
She was. It was like 80 to 10.
It's like 80-20, as separate as all these other leftist ass hats.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised she isn't in prison yet. Do you think did you happen to see what happened with Zelensky at the White House today?
Yeah, I got kicked out by Trump.
Yeah. Do you think that they are going to be able to hash out a deal, or essentially is this all destroyed?
What doesn't matter? I'm sorry, we spent how many billions of dollars on Zelensky, and you can't repel Russia. So
I know.
He's gonna have to give something up in the negotiations.
Wasn't that what was the mineral deal for? Because apparently,
maybe, I don't know. I mean, in truth, I don't know. Look, I have some other people.
Right. All right, look, once I get the videos all ready, I'll send them to you.
All right.
Okay.
All right, bye. All right, Fiera. What do you want?
Hello, Dave. I wanted to mention just a couple of things.
I would like to point out I'm still not in any better of a mood.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fair. I did not bring my A game, but I appreciate you doing this call-in session anyway. I wanted to ask about how much money it would take for you to appear on someone else's show.
How much money would it take you to appear on Joe Rogan's podcast, or to be in a room with Donald Trump?
I don't know. I would accept a few thousand.
You have your answer then.
All right. What if I can get that for you?
Doesn't matter. It's a silly question. Let's move on.
Well, actually, that's pretty much the only thing that I had wanted to ask you, since the rest of my questions are better in a set instead of on their own. But this is one that I wanted to make sure would be, asked to you.
Let me ask you a question, sweetheart.
Ask away.
You have a president that right now is fighting ultimate goal, end your taxes, or B, significantly decrease your tax burden as a self-employed woman. Why are you still against Donald Trump?
Because I don't mind paying taxes if it means that my fellow man is going to lead a better life.
Except we have had your entire life of this deal that if we give money to the government, they're going to help people out. And it hasn't happened dick out.
But you've been complaining about people taking advantage of welfare and disability and stuff. Isn't that part of...
I have, But then again,
But then-
those programs on their own haven't helped Dick. So please
Aren't they
explain
helping
to
the
me, so
actual-
please explain to me why you feel the need that you should honestly pay more taxes.
Because I think that taxes can be allocated in ways that do benefit people, maybe in more efficient ways than they have been up until this point.
They haven't been before this point. They're not going to be before this point. If Donald Trump gets a hold of him, you've maintained that he's going to fuck them all up.
Mm-hmm.
So why, my dear, are you still good paying taxes for bullshit?
As a self-employed person,
You literally have said that they. Explain it to me. I don't get this. I don't get why. Especially people like you, single business owners, are not welcoming Trump with open arms.
yeah, because it's not intended to benefit me as much as it is intended to benefit the larger corporations that can
It'll
afford
benefit
to
you.
swallow me whole.
And those larger corporations will still pay their fair share into billions of tax dollars, my sweetheart.
Well, my taxes have gone fairly well, and I am curious to see how my taxes will go under Trump over the next couple of years.
Well, I
and
just got done with my taxes as a small business owner of a video game reselling business, and holy shit.
Holy shit, yes. Did you get a good chunky return, or did you owe a lot of taxes?
My chunky return got destroyed by Democrat tax law. So
I think maybe you need help filing your taxes, because I got back a pretty chunky return.
Well, it was Wiley. Regardless.
Okay, well, I'll see about getting you a few $1,000s to appear on somebody else's show. I'm glad that we were able to get a number on that. Is there anything else from you?
No, just a little bit from you. Nah. The hell with it.
I'm confused. Can you elaborate in your thoughts?
Well, I had stores and other things pulled, but I had to close them as the bandwidth got used. So I suppose it doesn't generally matter what I had pulled, but I'm curious. What do you feel about $50,000 going to Crimea for a transgender comic book?
This is the first I'm hearing of it, but that doesn't sound too bad. It sounds like it could be
Really?
beneficial for a lot of suffering teens who need more characters that they can relate to in media.
Can we at least have that between American companies? Again, this is American tax dollars going overseas. Not to mention the $1.2 million they had to have a transgender opera in Sydney.
Well, that's interesting. Well, I mean, spreading the word and just in general making it more publicly acceptable.
Can we at least have it in America?
Well,
For
I
the
think it
love
should be
of
both.
Christ.
Yes. Yeah, it should be in America. I
Yeah,
agree,
we're
Dave. But it
paying
can
for
also
it. We're paying for the stupid bullshit, so
so it should be both. Yeah. Yeah, Dave, that does sound lame. Why are we missing out on the fun trans things? I want more fun trans things, but I did end
Alright,
up
how about 1.7 million
1.1.
for arts that depict violence against women?
Is this historical art? What
Nope.
these are
Brand new.
this is Oh, well, okay. Art is political and can often convey messages that people don't want to be conveyed at the time of the art being created. So if it's violence towards women, then my guess is the artist is attempting to convey that women are currently going through violence.
It's a trans woman.
That just made me even more confident in my answer. Yes.
Great. You didn't bother to ask the one question that is most relevant.
Okay. Tell me.
What is the most what is the most relevant question?
I'm afraid you're going to have to let me know. I'm a little lost.
You ask it. What is the most relevant question?
What is the most relevant question?
Come on, sweetheart, ask it.
Why do I care?
Nope.
Why are we paying for it?
Nope.
Who made the art?
Nope.
Is the trans woman the one being violent? Why are they
Nope.
committing the violence against them? What's the
Nope.
most important question?
Nope.
Well, I'm getting impatient and you're getting impatient. We might as well just meet in the middle and have you tell me the question.
Does it even exist?
Does the art exist?
Nope. I made it up.
Okay. Interesting. Ah, so this was a gotcha moment.
I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was what it was.
And it certainly happened the way that it happened.
No. Sweetie, I'm done with you.
That's totally fine, Dave.
I don't know what to say about this. I don't know the glory or the whatever. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say this is the last dance. This is the end on the Lord of Patriarchy. And listen to me well. This is the end of the Lord of Patriarchy going live. One last stream. Good night.